Good evening to DeFiChain News on the 24th January 2024. The news show that provides you with the latest updates on DeFiChain project. If you like the show, then let's go crazy on the like button. It wakes up the algorithm and helps the project. Subscribe and click the bell button. And stay until the end because we will discuss the next shows and dates. Afterwards, we also have some time to answer your questions, so please put them here in the chat. And now, before we start with the content, I would like to welcome my co-moderator and expert of DeFiChain, Lord Mark. We already heard you in the background rumbling.
Sorry. Sorry.
How are you?
My microphone wasn't muted. My apologies. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you very much. Excited that the DSD Bonds are live, like we announced it in the thumbnails. And I think we've got a good show today. A lot of stuff prepared.
It was exciting, right? On Monday, we discussed what is the title. Who knows, yeah? And yesterday, it was more or less clear. We will have the DSD Bonds. Great success, and for sure, we will cover it today.
Absolutely.
Good.
Yo.
Let's have a look on the headlines, and then you can jump into the real topic here.
Let's do this, DC. Here are the headlines.
Yeah, DSD Bonds live on DeFiChain. We will give you some numbers and some insights. MetaChain updates are now our regular point, or is now our regular point on this agenda. Notable mentions, community projects and updates, and last but not least, future dates. And yeah, maybe we have to think about new agenda or headlines. Always the same, except the first point, and it's really the one and only today, DSD Bonds live.
Yeah. I'm very happy, honestly, that this played out like it played out. I mean, if we go back in time, this was in November 2022 that there was a DFIP.
Crazy.
Crazy. It's really a long time. So there were so many things, and I think DMC was in the making, and it was always, yeah, we're gonna include this, and we're gonna do this later, and another update, and then it kind of was pushed back. But yeah, it's live now. So I think thanks to everybody who made that happen. Special thanks going out to Kügi and, of course, the co-development team. But the great thing is it's actually the first kind of product on DeFiChain that is a real community-driven project, because Kügi was doing the smart contract. Of course, the co-development team was involved when it comes to reward. We from JeffSphere decided to build a user interface. The community was testing, was giving feedback. So it was like really, I think, a very important step in the right direction. Even DeFiChain is quite, alive for quite a while already. But this is how it should be, right? It's different ideas out of the community come together. Everybody's doing their part. So yeah, congratulations to everyone. We are live. So DSD Bonds are live. And the cool thing is now you can lock up your DSD in bonds for 1 or 2 years, and you get rewards on it. The rewards are flexible, but they're guaranteed, so there's always going to be rewards. And to make it easier to interact with the smart contract, you can use the user interface on JeffSphere. You described it in a German version before very nicely. A couple of clicks, you enter some information and it's done.
Oh.
You could also do it with the smart contract directly, DC, right? But even you said...
No, I won't do it.
And I thought you would be one of the guys who could do this easily. No, it's super easy. Just use the user interface. The product is called CryoDUSD, just that there's no confusion. This is our product name, but it's the DSD Bonds on the DeFiChain page. And what I really love about this product, DC, is this idea that every bond, every batch that you create is an NFT. And this NFT can be in the future traded and sold on.
Yeah.
So I think that's really the kicker for the product.
Crazy, yeah. And there are really great discussions, yeah. How big should a batch be? Could it be more worth if you have a bond with nice rewards, but just running for 3 months instead of a year, and someone wants it? If we go into premium, what happens with the bonds, and so on, yeah. Really crazy discussions. What could be a good position for the future?
Yeah, and I see the opportunities that you maybe in the future can also lend the NFT, for example, and maybe get some dollars out for. I see so many plays with these NFTs, and it's really nice. Even there's no marketplace yet, but the marketplace is in the making. So I think this is gonna be really maybe a nice segue into the NFT topic for DeFiChain, because now we have we have our a product with a lot of TVL in the background. So talking about TVL, I think that's very, very important. Last week we didn't know if it's gonna be live, and if it's live, how much TVL is gonna be on there. It's around 2.4 million that have been locked up within the first 24 hours. What is
Crazy.
I'm positively surprised actually how many people used the DSD bonds already. So we have in the 1 year bond we have 325 bonds, so 325 batches or 325 NFTs have been created. That means 1.5 million DUSD are locked up for exactly for 1 year or maximum 1 year. And on the 2 year bond side, we've got 198, so more or less 200 bonds, and 0.93 million DUSD, close to a million. So that means in total 2.4 million or 2.5 million, what is really, really amazing. That means you said that's about 1% of the available DSDs are locked up for 1 or 2 years. And yeah, thanks for everybody who is participating in the bonds and locking the DSDs away, and happy earnings, I would say. That's a great,
Yeah.
really great thing. If you want to see how much is locked up and how many bonds are created, follow Vault Maxi. They have a fantastic website and they track exactly where the DUSD are in which products. And they also added already the bonds on the website. Link's gonna be in the show notes. And I think some really, really nice information that we haven't, so we just discovered it, or you discovered it actually just before the news show. There's a first startup supporting DSD bonds. 30% of the revenue should be used to buy DSD bonds and lock them for 2 years. So that's very exciting. The tweet is in the show notes. And yeah, hopefully we're going to hear more from them, what the plan is and what they're really going to do. Sounds good.
Yeah. So I think the guy organized it is also part of the team Repack. Yeah? People are coming together, searching for solutions and working on the overall topic, bringing DUSD back to the pack. Now we have some tools, StakeX, the cryo vaults or DUSD bonds. Depends on what is your strategy, but it was never easier to push now DUSD back, I would say.
Yeah,
really great.
absolutely.
Yeah, thanks for the update here. We stay updated here and give you the new number next week. Everything was now possible with MetaChain, and this is our second topic for today. What else is happening on MetaChain? Because that was not the only thing here.
Yeah, so that was part of kind of the MetaChain activities, but maybe first disclaimer, everything what we talk about, please do your own research. Only because we speak about it doesn't mean that this is kind of a proof. This is no financial advice. There's a very nice spreadsheet from DC where he collects all the data of all the projects. So if your project is not on there, please reach out to him, send him the necessary information. But that's a nice point to start your journey and have a look. So first project, JeffSphere. Yeah, we mentioned it already that we've been providing the user interface. The product category is called Cryo Vault. The product is called Cryo DUSD. You find that very easy to find at the moment anyway, only top products on our website. But what we want to mention here is there's a very nice documentation. We really try to talk every little detail on the products. And if you wonder what NFT means what and how does this work with the NFTs and everything else, go to the link that we're going to put in the show notes. Because there you find everything about the product and it helps you to use the DSD bonds on DeFiChain. And we want to bring as many people to the DSD bonds as possible. Then Vanilla Swap, the new version 3 protocol enables this concentrated liquidity with the possibility of optimizing the liquidity mining. This is something what I haven't really looked into, but it sounds super interesting because Dominic, he executed an example where he said he got 80% APY on stablecoins. It's maybe worth looking really into that because these are juicy rewards, especially on stablecoins. And we're going to link up a tweet. Yeah, check that out. Vanilla Swap, another fantastic project on DeFi MetaChain. Then OctoDeFi, they've been at the community meetup and they presented their, I think they call it their blue paper, right?
Yeah, correct.
Blue paper. What is kind of their white paper? They
White
call
paper,
it
pink paper.
pink paper, blue paper. So we've got all kind of colors. And now it's about, they're going to launch their landing page soon. So their website, follow them on X that you hear about when it's gonna be live. Ebox, another project on DeFi MetaChain, they are now sponsoring the DEX Trading Masters 5th edition repack. We're gonna talk about that further down in the show. And yeah, they provide a couple of nice prizes, 100,000 Ebox tokens, 25,000 MLAN tokens, and 10 pre-sale whitelist slots for their new project OneHub AI. This seems to be some AI project, like it says. Interesting. And then Jello, the meme coin created with the goal to support DFI, and the community recently had their first pre-sale. And they also do an airdrop, 1 million Jello token were up for grab, 400 lucky winners. There's a tweet that explains that even more. So these are all projects that are kind of live and operational already. There's another planned project. Crypto Factor white paper is now available end of the week, so check that out for the readers amongst you. And there's a DeFiChain space. I think that's in the DeFiChain Spotlight, DMC Spotlight, organized by the co-development team and by Liam, our growth guy from DeFiChain. Check that out. Take part. It's always really interesting to learn about the projects, and you can also ask questions there. So maybe really worth participating there. And they plan a pre-sale for February, 2024. Cool.
Great. Thanks for the update. So a lot of things are happening, and always exciting what's coming next here. So far, on the chain side, now we come to our mix category. Notable mentions, also growing a lot of points, but all different ones. So let's start at the beginning and tell us.
Yeah, our DeFiChain Tante Emma Laden in some way here. So there's a community reward campaign ongoing, and it's still going for about another week, 6 days, until 31st of January. You can win, there's a prize pool of 1,000 DFI. You have to do some quests, is one of these social media engagement platforms. And yeah, check it out. It's on a platform called Gleam. And the link's gonna be in the show notes. There was also a blog from the DeFiChain Labs team about bridges, like the quantum bridge. What does it mean? How can it enable? How can you enter from Ethereum to DeFiChain world? I think that's a really interesting topic, especially that it's all about drawing more people onto DeFiChain and into the DeFi MetaChain, because we want to have more people coming in, more liquidity coming in using our product. So bridges are really, really an important thing. Another thing that we've been waiting for anxiously was the new D token pools. There was a DFIP from the DEX Trading Masters team. They said a DEX is only as good as the assets that you can trade on. So they wanted some reshuffling of the pools. They also said some reward redistributions are necessary, and some D tokens should be added, some D tokens that make really sense, because there are a lot of worth for traders out there. And it seems that the pools are now finally all live and active. A word of warning from DC, he said, be careful, pools are small. If you trade, that you don't shift the pools too much. We are always joking that Mickey Mouse doesn't get stuck in the pool again. We had this like a year ago or something like this, DC, right? somebody made a
Yeah, it's
crazy
some time
trade and
ago.
then everything went sideways.
Yeah.
Cool. What else do we have here? Yeah, Voltmaxi implemented a DeFi swap simulator. So there is a DSD swap simulator that actually shows how many DSD have to be bought over the pools to bring the DSD to repack. Now we have the DFE swap simulator. I think it shows how much liquidity, how much money has to flow into the pools to most likely reach a certain price. That's always really cool. Link's gonna be in the show notes. Then there was a node release, DeFiChain version 4.07. Mainly stability updates to have several improvements on the nodes. You mentioned it before, most likely there's also going to be a wallet update because normally in the full wallet there's a node included. So gonna follow the Twitter account of the core development players, and then you're gonna hear about that. And then there's a, how is it called? A reverse stock splits. Yeah, we've never had that before. We had stock splits, but now it's a reverse stock split for the token ticker UNG. So on the DEX is then DUNG, and if you have UNG in your vaults, your vaults are gonna be frozen, so not to be liquidated. The stock split has to be kind of implemented on the DEX, and then everything's gonna be unlocked. So don't worry, nothing can happen. That's a security feature that you don't get liquidated. The only downside is your vault is frozen for the moment, so you cannot add liquidity, you cannot do any changes, but that's a matter of a couple of days most likely. And then it's fully functional again.
Yeah, great. Thanks also here. And then we come to our nearly oldest category in the news show, community projects and updates.
Yeah,
Good
oldest but
old
goldies.
Yeah.
But DEX Trading Masters is not old at all. So what is their mission, maybe for the people who don't know it yet? They want to make the DEX more usable. They are a bunch of traders. They do a lot of competitions to showcase how you can actually make juicy rewards on the DEX. And this, I think, is good because the DEX is not only a liquidity farm, it was designed that people can actually trade decentralized, and you can trade your D tokens there. And this has not only tax advantages, this has a lot of advantages. So it makes a lot of sense there. And they have their fifth DEX Trading Masters. They call it Repack Edition. Last time it was humans against machines. The humans won, as it seems. This time it's Repack. And they are helping to, what they are doing, they say they donate the fees and gonna burn them. They have 25 players already, and they plan 9 new 25 players and a record of 9 new competitors for DEX Trading Masters 5.
Participants, yeah. Nine new participants never joined DEX Trading Master.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so that means there are a couple of participants who's done this a couple of times before already. They became real fans, so they, of course, they do it anytime. I think the cool thing is not only that you can earn some money, there are always some really nice prizes sponsored by other projects, and they do a lot of educational content. It starts on the 22nd of January and 24th of February, and they do 6 campaigns in 2024. So that means a campaign, a month's rest most likely, another campaign. So yeah, if you want to participate, and check out, they have a couple of really cool videos how to do trading on the DEX. Fantastic project. Then in the market, a new edition of Paddy's newsletter is available. It's now every second month. Getting started with DMC, CrowdSwap, Bridge, and Vanilla Swap version 3. There's a German and the English version, and the links in the show note. Another really cool initiative is the Tentacle Club. Tentacle Club is, I don't know even who is the founder of the Tentacle Clubs, but people came together, and it's like meetups everywhere in the world. And in February, there's one in Berlin, Düsseldorf, Hamburg, Frankfurt, Oberhausen, and Dresden. And I find it really amazing when the community coming together. So there's a website also. You can see where's the Tentacle Club meetup. And I think if you want to host a Tentacle Club meetup,
Correct.
anywhere in the world, right? Everybody can do it. DC, how does it work? I've never been at Tentacle Club meetup so far.
I would say reach out the guy behind the website, and then yeah, it's planned there, and everyone can join. There was one in Bangkok some time ago.
Alex did one in Asia, in
Yeah,
Bangkok, yeah. Alex
and
was the host in some way
yeah,
from the
and
Exchange
I think
Investors.
also in Prague, one was held. So everyone is invited to host one, to plan it, organize a location, and then meet others.
It's a casual
That's it.
gathering, right? You meet over beer,
Yeah.
have a discussion, and I think
Eat
it's really,
something, have fun.
very social, very easy. So if you want to host one, you don't have to do a presentation or shit like that. It's like really casual. Have a beer. So don't worry about it. Yo.
Great. Then we are nearly at the end. Future dates. What else is planned here on the channel? And we have concrete dates. Yeah.
Yes, fantastic. You brought a date for the Tech Talk. It's going to be the 15th of February, finally, after the DMC. There's going to be a 2-hour Tech Talk, I guess. So many things to talk about.
We will see.
Then, yeah, this I am very excited about that one. This is long overdue. And then we've got a fireside chat also. I recorded it today. It's going to be broadcasted tomorrow, 7:30 German time. Cool guest, Andreas Hoffmann, very interesting character, not so much known. You met him already at the community meetup in Munich. Entrepreneur, visionary, part of Operation Repack, musician, really cool story. So we spoke about a lot of things, not only crypto. Of course, at the end it was crypto and DeFiChain, but so many other things that he told me about. It was really interesting. Check it out. I hope you like it. Is a new person on the block here. He's in DeFiChain from day one, so he's not a newbie in DeFiChain, but he was never really in front of a camera or something like this. And then, of course, next week, news show. Don't miss that. We're going to do a little bit, some more information about the bonds, I guess.
Yeah, and in the German version, we said, okay, what will be the number of DSD locked in the bonds? I said 6 million, and you were
7.5 million over both bonds.
A little bit more.
Yeah.
Both over both bonds. We will see next week what is the result. Yeah, exciting. Great. Thanks for joining, everyone. We still have a couple of minutes, so if you have a question, put them here in the chat. If you are not watching it live, thanks for watching it later. Give us a like. This helps the channel to get found by the algorithm. And then see you soon here on the channel next week. News show with the latest updates about DeFiChain. Great. Thanks.
And
bye-bye.
Here we are again, DC.
Yeah.
Christian is here.
Sure.
Georg is here. Hey, it's Bond time.
It's Bond.
We should have changed the music, but most likely then we get demonetized because we don't have a license for that. Rhodium says, is there how-to guide for the bonds? Let me answer that. I like that question. Yes, there is. Go on the Jeffsphere documentation. It's all in English, but like we know, you speak English very well. It's all explained there, from the little things. How do you do the bond? How do they work? What are the, how do you call it? The access criteria when the bonds can be kind of stopped because the algo ratio drops. It's all there. Check it out. Even how do the NFTs look like? Maybe we can link the documentation in the show notes. If you haven't planned that anyway already. Okay. You were faster, you posted it already. What do I talk so long? It's all there already. That's it. Yes. Hey, and Georg said he got the Repack shirt already that you were sporting last week. Today you have the DeFighter shirt.
Great.
Last week you had the Operation Repack.
There was one question from Georg also before.
Okay, let's go back quickly from Georg and then we talk about this. Georg. This one. Is it planned to use the bonds in the Light wallet? That's not possible yet, isn't it?
It's not possible, I would say. And if it's planned, I would say no. Yeah. So really, the interaction with the smart contract, I have no concrete plans in mind.
No. So how I understand it, the Light wallet is really the native stuff. If you're on DMC, you need the MetaMask, you need different interfaces. So I'm 99.9% sure this will never come on the Light wallet. But the JeffSphere user interface is mobile ready, so you can use it on the phone and use the you can use it on the phone if you need, if you want to have your phone. Okay, back to Ferhat. Ferhat said, "Love how easy it is to enter DUSD bonds on JeffSphere." Yeah, I think it is really simple. That was the idea. Good. Then Rhodium again. Are the bonds on the EVM? Are there lots of expensive Ethereum gas fees?
Yes and no. Yeah, EVM layer, yes, it's our own EVM layer, a meta chain called. It's not the EVM layer on Ethereum. So sure, we have gas fees, but they are by far lower than on the Ethereum side. Yeah, it's
Super tiny.
zero
Super,
point
super cheap.
zero x cent, and doesn't matter. Yeah, it's super low.
It's good that DFI is cheap, so the gas fee is low. If DFI
True.
would be $2,000, it would be more expensive.
It would be the same. Yeah, true.
I wouldn't mind this. Would you mind if DFI is $2,000? Then I would be happy to pay the fees. This is the good thing of a lower price, but of course we all want the price to match the value of DeFiChain. But that's gonna happen sooner or later for sure. That's it, DC. I see no questions anymore. Or did I forget something
Good
here?
question. No, that's all. Thanks. Thanks for the questions. And with this, we wish you a nice week. Check out the DUSD bonds. Check out what is happening there. It's happening fast at this early stage. And if you don't want to follow it on your own, switch on next week, Wednesday. You get the update from us.
Exactly. Thanks for all viewers. Thanks for the likes. And see you next week, I would say.
Bye-bye.
Have a nice evening. Bye-bye.